Some mysteries aren't found in old books or forgotten ruins. They're hanging on a museum wall, in plain sight. We're about to pull back the curtain on maybe the greatest art mystery of all time. This isn't just about a painting. It's about a global obsession, a legend that's held us spellbound for more than 500 years. So, you ready? Let's get into it.
Which leads us to the big question, right? Why her? Out of all the incredible art in the world, what is it about this one portrait that made it, without a doubt, the most famous painting ever? I mean, think about it. People fly across the planet just to get a peek for a few seconds. There has to be a reason. And that's exactly what we're here to figure out.
Okay, so the first piece of the puzzle is the painting itself. And here's the thing. It's not some giant, sprawling masterpiece. It's not dripping with gold or covered in diamonds. Honestly, it's kind of small. And that just makes the mystery even deeper. How did this surprisingly modest painting become such a global superstar? And when we talk about value, well, get this. Back in 1962, it was insured for $100 million. Today, that's over $900 million. But here's the kicker. That number doesn't even matter. Because the truth is, the Mona Lisa is considered absolutely priceless. You couldn't buy it for all the money in the world. So to really get this painting, you have to get the guy who painted it. We need to go back in time over 500 years to meet the mind behind the masterpiece, the one and only Leonardo da Vinci. And listen, calling Leonardo a painter is like calling the ocean a puddle. It's a huge understatement. This guy was the definition of a Renaissance man. He was a scientist studying human anatomy, an inventor dreaming up helicopters centuries ahead of his time, an engineer, an architect, sculptor, a philosopher. All of that knowledge, all that genius, he poured it all onto the canvas. And with that genius came an obsession, an absolute obsession with perfection. He didn't rush anything. It's believed he worked on the Mona Lisa on and off for about 14 years. But here's the part that just blows my mind. Almost 12 of those years were spent on her lips. Just the lips. All because he wanted to capture an expression that felt less like paint and more like a living, breathing person.
All right, let's zoom in. It's time to look at the canvas itself because it is packed with secrets. And we have to start with the most famous one of all, that smile. This is really the heart of it all, isn't it? The smile is alive. It actually changes as you look at it. One second it feels warm, maybe a little welcoming, but then you shift your gaze and suddenly it's secretive, like she knows something you don't. Look away for a moment and look back, and poof, it's almost gone. That's what gets people. It's like she's right there with you. But, it's not just the smile. There's an even bigger question that people have been asking for centuries. Just who is she? Who is this woman? So we've got a couple of theories. The main one, the one most historians go with, is that she was Lisa Gherardini, the wife of a rich merchant from Florence. Makes sense. But then there's the other theory, the really strange one. Some people are convinced that it's actually a self-portrait of Leonardo in disguise. And when you look at the facial structures side by side, it's kind of hard to ignore. So how did he pull off these incredible lifelike effects? Well, he perfected a technique called sfumato. It's Italian for smoked or vanished. Basically, instead of using sharp, hard lines, he used these super soft, hazy transitions between colors. And this wasn't just him being artistic, it was science. He was using his understanding of how our eyes work to trick our brains into seeing something that feels real and three-dimensional. And that same sfumato technique, that's the secret sauce behind her eyes. You know how they seem to follow you around the room? No matter where you stand, it feels like she's looking right at you. It's not magic, it's an incredible illusion, all thanks to those soft, smoky edges. But don't just look at her face. Check out the background. It's just as mysterious. First off, it's not a real place. It's totally imagined, like a dream. And look closely. The horizon line on the left doesn't match the one on the right. It's uneven. This creates this really subtle, weird imbalance that just adds to the whole surreal feeling of the painting. And the crazy part is we're still finding new stuff. With modern tech like X-rays and special scans, we can literally see through the paint. We found earlier drafts of her smile, different poses, and some researchers swear they found microscopic letters and numbers painted into her eyes. Could they be secret messages from Leonardo himself? The mystery just keeps going. Now, for hundreds of years, the Mona Lisa was a respected masterpiece, for sure.
But she wasn't the global celebrity she is today. That all changed in 1911. A single event turned everything upside down. The day she just disappeared.
So here's how it went down. A guy named Vincenzo Perugia, who used to work at the Louvre Museum, literally hid in a closet overnight. The next morning, he just took the painting off the wall, stuck it under his coat, and walked out. That's it. For 2 solid years, she was gone. The entire world was looking for her. They even brought in Pablo Picasso for questioning.
And this is where the story gets really wild. While she was missing, something incredible happened. Crowds of people, thousands of them, went to the Louvre, but they weren't there to see the other priceless art. Nope, they went to stare at the empty patch of wall where she used to be. It's like her absence was even more powerful than her presence. So, when Perugia was finally nabbed trying to sell her, her return was massive news. And that theft, that was the moment everything changed. It was the catalyst that took her from being a famous painting to a true global icon.
It's a pretty clear line in the sand. Before the theft, she was a painting for art lovers and experts. After the theft, her face was on the front page of every newspaper in the world. She became a celebrity, a household name.
And today, you better believe she's protected. She lives in her own special room at the Louvre, behind thick, bulletproof glass and a case that controls the temperature and humidity down to the fraction of a degree. Millions of people come to see her every year, and most of them only get a couple of seconds in front of her. Her fame has completely exploded beyond the art world. I mean, she's been sung about by Nat King Cole and Beyoncé. She's been remade out of Legos, toast, even the foam on top of a latte. Her face has to be one of the most recognized images on the entire planet. You know, Leonardo probably wasn't trying to create a global icon. He was just endlessly curious and incredibly patient. And I think that's the real lesson here. Be curious, take your time, keep getting better at what you do. Because you never know, the thing you make could end up inspiring people for hundreds of years after you're gone. So in the end, that's what it comes down to. The Mona Lisa isn't just paint on a piece of wood. It's so much more. It's a story. A story about genius, about a mystery we can't quite solve, and about the incredible power of human imagination. Think about it. Leonardo didn't just paint a picture. He created a puzzle that the entire world has been trying to solve for 5 centuries. And the most exciting part? We're still not done. Who knows, maybe the next person to unlock one of her secrets will be you.